Once again, welcome to D-Bomb's Garage. I'm Dennis Baum. Presently got a couple jobs in the shop. This one is a starter issue 05 F-150 4.6. That's pretty straightforward. Pulling the starter out. They had put a replacement in there before a couple weeks ago, and it went bad already. There's the old one. This is the one that they put in, and my drive gear goes both ways. Ain't no good. This one, the solenoid puked on it. Yeah, it goes one way, locks the other way. I was gonna swap the solenoid off the new one-ish and put it onto the old one, but the main wire in the back is garbage. So now I'm waiting on a starter for this one. So I figured, well, while I'm waiting for a starter, I'll get over to the Envoy and take the body bolts out and get it ready to lift the body off the frame. Then I'm gonna have to make some type of roller system to go underneath it. And a few other things I got to take off the frame to swap to the other frame, but first off I want to get the body off. The frame, get the body on a roller so I can roll it back over out the way over here, and then I can bring set frame by frame and figure what I have to take off of the old frame and put on a new frame. It's outside. So with that, I'm going to get on to time lapse. Let's see if I can't get the body up off of here. It's not going to hurt it to sit out over the weekend while I figure out the roller for it. I think I have enough material to make a roller for it, but I'm not sure. So I'll put you over time lapse. We'll get this body off of that frame and go from there. I'm just jumping from job to job to job to job. Still waiting on parts for the Camaro. I really would like to be able to get a sponsor, a donation from Harwood for the hood and hinges. I just don't like the hood. I don't like the way the hinges are fitting. I'd like to get a 4-inch cowl inducted hood for it, but I'm gonna kick you over to time lapse and we'll go from there. See you in a little bit. A little break in there. Got the Envoy body off the frame. Now just starting to peel everything off to swap over to the other frame. guess I'm gonna lay it out of the way. Got the body on my welding cart down there. It's holding it pretty good. I think I'm gonna tack weld it in place. A couple cross beams that I got there. Right now I'm still waiting for a starter to come in for the F-150. Got it ordered. My brother's supposed to be picking it up, bringing it to me. So it's just a tedious process now on the Envoy. Getting all the emissions and gas tank down. ABS pump's the same. I'm going to have to do a repair on the wiring on this one because the harnesses are different. Gas tanks are different. So I'm going to change a couple of the one motor mount over there. I might end up changing the rack and pinion over, the struts over, because they look in better shape than the ones that are on the frame out there. Sway bar end links I'm going to take off. I think I'm going to take the calipers, look like they're new. The rotors are new on the front here. I already robbed the rear ones for the customer for something else. I'm going to tell them they're going to probably have to buy new ones because I don't know how good the other ones are. I dropped the rear end out to put in the other one. So by the time I get done with this frame, it's just going to be a bare frame. I'm going to put everything over into my hole area. I'm just going to make sure I get everything swapped over that needs to be swapped over. Then I'll clean the motor and trans up after I paint the frame on this and it dries. Then I'll put it all back together, get the motor and trans back in it, and reset the body on. I think I got a grand total of maybe 3 days in total in this one. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go through and start hosing down all the bolts. Get them squirted down so I can get them broke loose. Get it taken apart so I can put it back together on the other one. So that's all tedious stuff you don't really care about. Shocks. This is why they stopped driving it right there. Pretty rough there. Probably could have fixed it. This side is just as bad. Probably could have fixed it just by lifting the body up and enough to get in there and put a new plate in there. But on the inside would have been the hardest part of it all. So let me get back to what I was doing. So as of right now, I'm out. I'm gonna wait till my brother gets the starter here for the F-150 and get back at her. This is just another Friday for me. Talk at you later. Later all. Well, I got my mess partly cleaned up. Now it's time to pick that all up and get this one inside and start getting some of the stuff off of it that doesn't need to be on it. Gas tank needs to come out and change. I don't know about the charcoal canister. I think they're the same. I'm gonna leave the brake lines alone. They look fine. I'll get my wire wheel out and start painting the frame up. Get some paint out and change the power steering lines. This is a common issue with the Trailblazers. Is it collects water, rust up underneath all this. It'll rust out, start leaking there. The ones that came off of the original one are in nice shape. I'll probably have to change the O-rings down there. Gas tank out. Then I'll probably swap out the rear differential. Fill hose got to change. So still got a lot of work to do. But 1/10 of the battle is done. Got the pile of parts. I'll roll some of this stuff up, but right now I am hungry. I didn't eat breakfast. So for now, I'm out. I'll be back a little bit later. Later all. Well, I got a lot accomplished today. Oh, 2 frames stripped pretty much down. Donor frame is right here. Do some wire wheeling on it. Knock the heavy rust off. Paint it. And get the rear end back in it. I get with the customers, find out if they want me to go ahead and, well, it's this far apart, really easy to do right now. Hub bearings, upper lower ball joints, upper control arm I would replace. They had new end links, front and rear, on their old one, new front calipers. So I think I'm gonna change all that over to it. The rear, I think had 1 new caliper. I'll probably pick up another one. Goal is to have it painted tomorrow. And rear differential back in it. So now it's a jigsaw puzzle getting ready to go back together. There's all my parts scattered all over the place there. I did clean my floor up, put some of my tools away. I just run out of gusto. I am kaput. So with that, I'm hoping if everything goes right, maybe by the end of the week, I'll have this hopefully all back together and running. I hope. But for now, as I said, I am tuckered. I'm hurting. I ripped a pair of pants 3 places today. Got bit a couple times. As I said, I hit that mark that says enough. Go take a break. So that's what I'm gonna end up doing. I'm gonna call it a day. So again, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. A couple of my videos did real good. Some ain't done for poop, but hey, it's another day. We'll try again. So with that, I'm out. Later all. Welcome back to D-Bomb's Garage. Did some sanding and reassembly of the frame. Got the rear end back in it. Did a little bit of painting. Doesn't have to be perfect. But it looks like it's a decent day so far. I'm gonna get some more paint squirted on the top part of the frame. Hopefully it'll dry before any rain hits, which it looks like it might, but it's getting there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kick you over to time lapse. I'm hoping to have the motor, have the frame all back together, gas tank, exhaust, motor, transfer case, axle, drive axles, drive shaft, to where I can set it back, the body back onto the frame and start doing the wiring. Still haven't heard back from the customer on the brake situation. I know it's already got front rotors that are new, calipers that are new. The rear brakes we had robbed for another project of his. So it needs rotors on the rear, calipers on the rear. On the front, I would put new front axles in it. I'd also do the upper and lower ball joints. Get that all taken care of before I put it all back together. But that's easy enough to do once it's back on the body, or body's back on it. So with that, I'm gonna kick you over to a time lapse here and go from there. I guess I'll let that dry for now. Put another coat on it a little bit later, and I can roll it in, put the gas tank up in place. After it dries, put the gas tank up in place, put the exhaust in, and put the power steering lines in, put those where they belong, and maybe set the motor back in today. Well, that's the goal, is get the motor set back in place so I can start buttoning that up again, get the Envoy body on it. That's it for now. parts cars show up.
Know your break, know your break, know your break part.
No 06 Mustang I got. That needs motor. Took a gamble on this one. Paid a little bit too much, quite a bit too much for it, but it's a roll of the dice. Once it got here, I could see that the shock tower on the right hand side had been pushed all the way up into the motor, and that's what I needed, the motor. So I'm going to end up cutting this whole panel out so I can actually see what's going on with the motor. It broke the motor mount over here, so the motor did get shoved. Hopefully the transmission's all right. Bunch of trinket parts, but for now I want to get these wheels off and see if I can't get the motor and trans sitting back down in this beastie. Once again, welcome back to D-Bomb's Garage. The Trailblazer frame is coming along pretty well. I got the wiring back in it now. And transmission bolted up, tightened up, exhaust tightened up. Got all the wiring run all the way to the back. I still have to do one tail light wiring on the right hand side. I think I might get another fuel neck elbow there for the rubber. Change that out, tighten it up at the fuel tank. Pretty much got the wiring run where it's supposed to go, I think. I'm hoping the customer gets the upper control arms so I can change those before I put the body on it, because it'll be a lot easier that way. Got a couple more bolts to tighten up over here. And once I get the motor mounts all tightened up, I'll be able to, I got the rear drive shaft in, got the body bushings set in place except for the front two sets. I'll get that done later. But for now, got the Mustang in. She's ugly, she's a beater. But as of right now, and all the spare parts I've got for it, I've only got $522 in it. Not the whole car. I paid 500 bucks, bought the car back off my. Probably gonna do a real quick paint job on it. I'll have to go out to the salvage yard and see if there's any Mustangs I can scavenge some patch panels off for the passenger side. Driver's side I've already got. I might go in the house, relax for a little while, come back out later tonight. Haven't decided yet. But I figured it'll probably take 8 hours to do this. 8 hours, hopefully. I still have to go out to the salvage yard, pick up a valve cover because I broke the other one. Yeehaw. But if I can get this car back up and running in the next, I want to say 24 hours. So, but that's the update for right now. It is almost 6 o'clock. I'll make sure everything's turned off. I'm gonna go in the house, get something to eat, relax for a little bit, and then I might come back out and do some more video. So with that, for right now, I'm out. Later all.